Hey class, it's Miss Cranfill. I am here to read another story from the book we started last week called The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Silly Tales. Remember, we changed that word. This is a book about fairy tales, but it's called Fractured Fairy Tales because remember, it's a little different. The plot may be different or the characters may be different in the story. And we read The Stinky Cheese Man last week, which reminded me, and hopefully you talked to your family about it, that it reminded me of the story of the gingerbread man. But the Stinky Cheese Man was not in the gingerbread man, so the characters were a little different. Now, in this book, it does have a table of contents, so it tells me all the different stories that I can read. We have Chicken Licken, The Princess and the Bowling Ball, The Really Ugly Duckling, The Other Frog Prince, Little Red Running Shorts, Jack's Bean Problem, Cinder Rumpelstiltskin, The Tortoise and the Hare, and The Stinky Cheese Man. And then I think we have a few others down here. The Boy Who Cried Cow Patty. Okay, so it kind of, like I said, goes along with an original story, but it's fractured because it's a little different. So today we're going to turn to page 28, The Tortoise and the Hare. Okay, so we're going to come over to The Tortoise and the Hare. So I'm going to put the words up so you can see those first, and then I'll show the picture. So once upon a time, so there's a clue right there that this is a fairy tale, there was a tortoise who was very slow but very dependable. He would always get where he set out to go. It just took him longer than most people. One day, Rabbit saw Tortoise walking slowly but surely down the road and said, "Tortoise, you are so slow. I could probably grow hair faster than you run." "Oh yeah," said the Tortoise slowly. "Yeah," said the Rabbit. So they decided to race. On the day of the big race, Tortoise and Rabbit lined up at the starting line. Owl said, "On your mark, get set, grow." Tortoise started to run. Rabbit started to grow his hair. And if you know that the other name for a rabbit is also hare, H-A-R-E, so it's kind of funny that they use that word. Okay. Tortoise ran, Rabbit grew his hair. 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 Tortoise is still running. Rabbit is still growing his hair. And it says the end, but then right here somebody scribbled in here and said not the end. So there's the picture. Okay, so you'll see that the tortoise end, let's see if it, and then it goes on to the Stinky Cheese Man next. So it says it's not the end because I'm thinking at the end it says Rabbit is still growing his hair. So he continues to grow his hair while Tortoise is still running. Thanks for listening. I will have another story out of this book for you next week.